January 6, 2021. A day America can never forget. A day when chaos descended upon the Capitol, shaking the very foundation of our democracy. Families watched in horror as rioters stormed the halls of Congress. Lives were lost, trust was broken, and a nation stood divided. Now, 4 years later, as Congress certifies the 2024 election for President-elect Donald Trump, we ask, have we truly learned from the past, or are we walking into history's trap once again? On that fateful day, lawmakers were forced into hiding. The Capitol building, a symbol of democracy, became a battleground. Fear gripped Washington, D.C., as streets turned into zones of uncertainty. Across the nation, Americans grappled with questions. How could this happen here? What does this mean for our future? Police forces, criticized for being underprepared, have vowed never to be caught off guard again. But what about us, the people? Have we fortified the principles of democracy to withstand future storms? Or have we merely patched the cracks in a fragile system? As the certification process begins again in 2024, under unprecedented security, we must reflect on January 6, 2021. What does it tell us about the state of American democracy? About the rule of law and our collective responsibility to uphold peace and security? Critical questions arise. Why did January 6th happen? How did misinformation and distrust fuel such a violent uprising? What does this teach us about safeguarding democracy from both external and internal threats? And the toughest question of all, if Donald Trump, now re-elected, is at the center of the same certification process, would he truly denounce another January 6th? Or could history repeat itself? Can we trust our democratic institutions to withstand the challenges of an increasingly polarized nation? What role should accountability play in preventing similar events in the future? How can America move past its divisions to rebuild trust in its democratic processes? What are the consequences of political leaders undermining faith in elections for personal gain? And most importantly, how do we ensure that peace and security are never again sacrificed at the altar of political ambition? We stand at a critical juncture. Democracy is not self-sustaining. It requires vigilance, accountability, and action. As Americans, we have a duty to remember January 6th, not just as a cautionary tale, but as a call to preserve what is right, just, and true. Join the conversation. Let's ask the hard questions, challenge the status quo, and work toward a future where democracy thrives, not falters. Subscribe to MABANA21 Network for bold analysis, critical discussions, and unwavering truth. Together, we can hold power accountable and keep democracy alive. January 6th wasn't just an attack on a building, it was an attack on an idea. An idea that says every vote matters, every law counts, and every voice deserves to be heard. Let's ensure that idea survives. Let's ensure democracy prevails.